Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a get ready with me, but I'm doing a slightly different style. I've been seeing a lot of full face of first impressions style videos and they always just sound really interesting to me, and I don't think I've ever actually watched one, but I want to make one. I kind of wanted to do like a chit chat get ready with me sort of thing. I did one this time last year and it was really fun and you guys seemed to like it, so I wanted to do another one. And I just have so many new makeup products that if I did separate first impressions videos for all of them, it would just be insane. So grab a snack, grab a coffee, and let's get ready. This is my new background and it kind of looks crappy right now because I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm really bad at this type of thing. We're gonna roll with it, I guess. It's shiny. I really have no idea what kind of look I'm gonna go for. I just have class later today, so something sort of daytime appropriate. And probably everything I use won't be a new thing because I just don't have new things in every single category, but I'm gonna try. So this is my first time using this bottle, but this is not a new product to me. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that. This is my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. It's great for oily combo skin, and I just ran out of my Clinique Moisture Surge. I had like a little sample size that lasted me like forever, and I just ran out of it, so I bought this like months ago, so I already had it on hand, which was nice. Highly, highly recommend this stuff. Feels so good on my face. Let's get reacquainted, friend. Let's get reacquainted. So I am trying a new foundation today, so I don't think I'm going to use any primers or primer sprays, even though I've been using them like crazy lately. I will update you later today on how everything I've tried that's new wears. But I am just going to prime my eyes. This is like my favorite eyeshadow primer. I'm not sure if they make it anymore. It's from the Wet n Wild Fergie collection. It's the Take on the Day eyeshadow primer in For My Primas. It's just a nude skin color for my skin tone, and it just works really, really well. And this stuff was so cheap. It was like $5. It has lasted me forever. I've literally had this for years. It just comes out like that, and I feel like it gives your little veins on your eyes the slightest amount of coverage, but not much. It doesn't really have any pigment to it, and it just works. It's like, it's slightly tacky, kind of acts like a glue for your eyeshadows, and I put it under my eyes so my concealer doesn't crease either, and it makes such a difference. Okay, so this is the new foundation I'm trying today. I wanted to keep it in the packaging, so it was so cute. I got it in the mail just like this. Sticker says Vivalin on it, which is the name of the brand, and it just comes in this cute little black padded envelope, which I thought was very sleek. And they actually came from a New England state. The return address was from a state right near me, so they're like my neighbor, which was really, really cool because I don't really know of any cosmetic brands up in my neck of the woods. Oh cool, I actually have a coupon code for you guys. They sent me a little letter. My personal code is ESYouTube, and if you go to vivalin.com, you get 10% off your entire order. I'll put that in the description box too in case you forget. So that's awesome. I didn't know I was doing that. And they said their brand is named after their two daughters, Vivian and Marilyn, so it's Vivalin. That's really cute. So this is their cream foundation. It's paraben free. This is in shade light number 2. The number 2 shades had pink undertones, and the number 1s were more warm toned with yellow undertones. This is really cute. I love this compact. Ooh, and it has this giant mirror and a little black sponge to use. And then this opens kind of like all those cushion foundations do. That looks really cool. So I don't remember the last time I used a cream foundation. When I did, I don't think it was in like compact form, so I'm not entirely sure how to apply this. I might just use my fingers and then blend it out with a beauty blender, like use my fingers and kind of streak it on my face and then blend it out, which means I have to go dampen my, well, not my beauty blender. Lately I've been using my Miracle Complexion Sponge by Real Techniques. So I'm just going to swipe my finger in here and kind of streak it all over my face. Ooh, this may take a while. I may have to put the sponge directly in the compact. This seems like a decent color match. Might be a little dark for me, a little dark peach compared to my skin tone, but I am like super pale, so finding foundations that match me lately has proven to be a bit of an issue. As you guys know, if you've seen my foundation first impressions videos I've been doing lately. Hi. Love the packaging on this. We are ready to blend. This blends really nicely and easily with a sponge. I think this said it has buildable coverage, as like any cream product really would. And it had like medium to full coverage, so we'll see as we blend. But that was so fast. I could definitely see myself using this every single day. It looks pretty good. Like my skin tone's a lot more evened out. It did a decent job of covering this little nastiness I have up here, although I should probably add a little bit more to that one spot. But it looks really good. It looks totally natural. I think the color match was actually really good for once, and that was just like really fun to apply. Let's see if I can just take my sponge directly and kind of dab on to this little nastiness. Yeah, you could totally do that too, cut out a whole step. And my nose looks a little shiny, but everywhere else, it's kind of like a matte, slightly glowy finish. Oh my God, this will be good for probably a lot of skin types because it's a cream. It's a little more moisturizing, but it's not like a super oily cream where I feel like it's gonna slide off my face or I'm gonna need to blot all day. I really like this. I like this so far, and I think it's in like the medium price range, so it's not super pricey. I feel like I look completely different just looking in the viewfinder. I like that a lot. Okay, so normally I might use like a concealer under my eyes, but since I'm testing out a foundation, I'm gonna kind of leave that alone, and we're just gonna continue to powdering. So this is not really a new product to me either, but I haven't used this in like a year, so we're reacquainting. This is the Lorac Oil-Free Wet Dry Powder in WD2. I remember not being super crazy about this, but I'm just going to apply it on top of that foundation. It's kind of a yellowy color. Like, is this supposed to be banana powder? And just going to press that into my face to set my foundation. I've recently started kind of doing that after seeing other makeup gurus doing that, because I used to just kind of swipe it across my face, but that kind of takes off some of your makeup. So this has really made my skin stay matte longer, and you just kind of feel like a little artist doing it, so it's like fun. So little tip for you there, highly recommend that method. So that powder seemed to work pretty decently. Everything's matte now, so I'm going to move on to a little bit of bronzer. Okay, I might not have to call this a full face of first impressions because a lot of these things are old. This is one of my favorites and they stopped making it. It's the Too Faced Bronze and Poreless Pore Perfecting Bronzer, and I finally hit pan on it even though I've had this for like 3 or 4 years. It's so good for light skin tones. It's matte, really nice. And then I'm just going to add a tiny bit of blush. This isn't new either, but I don't think I've ever mentioned this on my channel. I've been meaning to because I like it. It's the NARS Super Orgasm blush, and I've had Orgasm for a while. This one just has even more little gold particles in it, and I'm taking my favorite e.l.f. Studio blush brush. So I like this because it's not super pigmented, so you can make it look subtle, and like blush always ends up looking splotchy and insane on me, but this one I feel like can make very delicate and hardly there. Alright, so for highlight, I recently hauled the Anastasia Glow Kit in Gleam, and I think there's still some shades in here I haven't tried yet. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh, no wonder people go crazy about these. These pans are honestly so pretty. Do I have any new eyeshadows to play with? Maybe I'll play with that as an eyeshadow. Again, I really don't know what look I'm going for. Just kind of going with the flow. But I haven't really played with Crushed Pearl, the lightest color, too much. So let's do that now. The pigment on these. They bring it. They bring it. They're nice, super shimmery. You could kind of make it subtle, but like I don't want to do that. The only thing about these is like they smell really weird. And I don't know how to describe it, but like if you've ever gotten like an eyeshadow palette from the dollar store, it's kind of that smell. Like it's kind of like a fake sweet smell, like a cardboard glue smell. I don't know. But like the products themselves are really nice and like they work really well, but they just smell cheap in my opinion. Even though this doesn't feel cheap, like it's cardboard, but it's heavy duty, it's heavy, it feels good in your hand. Like I don't think the packaging is actually cheap, but like it smells cheap. Let me know if you have any of these palettes and you agree with me. Then I'm just taking a tiny bit on my finger and going right here, right there. Oh yeah. So I love the glow these give. This color, it doesn't really seem to have much color to it. It's just like a very, very light frosted pinky champagne, and they just pop. I love these, especially for like a night out or like a fancy occasion. You can just put the tiniest bit of these on and they will just pop and be so bright and luminous. Blend everything together a bit. going to clip my hair back because it's probably driving some of you guys insane that I keep touching it every 5 seconds. Sorry. All right, so the next new product I want to try is by Pure, which I've been a big fan of lately. I've been trying a lot of their stuff. I've had really good luck so far. This is their product called Browder, and I saw this in Kohl's and I was playing with it and I really wanted it, and I finally got it. So now we're gonna see how it works. It's a perfecting brow powder and it looks like a little gel eyeliner or something, but it's powder. And it says this unique fiber formula adds bold definition to sparse and uneven brows for a look that's always natural, never drawn on. They are cruelty free, which I love, and mine is in the shade medium brown. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in and we're gonna play with this. Ooh, again, that glow, hello. So here are my brows right now. Honestly, I probably need to pluck them a little bit. So this is embarrassing. But this product is really, really interesting. It's literally just powder in here, so you've got to be careful because I've have flicked it everywhere before. But it's just this cool little, it looks like a liquid liner, but it's powder and you just get this cool applicator. So you can make like really fine lines on your brows or whatever you want. So let's just dig in. I'm gonna kind of do the underside of my brow. Fill in the outside parts and then do the inside. This is really dark. Ooh, this is too dark for me. Just gonna do tiny little flicks for the head of the brow. Is that what this part is called? The head. Oh, this looked so light when I like swatched it on my hand, but it's really dark on me. So we're gonna need to blend out with a spoolie. But really packs the pigment. I think using a light hand on this is the best. Just gonna blend out with a spoolie. I could definitely see having like powder fallout from this because it is just a loose powder, so you gotta be careful. So yeah, having a spoolie to blend with really helps. I think maybe once the rest of my eye makeup is on, this won't look as insane, but I really like the concept. It sounds like a really quick way to do your brows. Kind of hard to use a light hand with this. Like you'd think like the longer you use it after dipping it, it would kind of get less pigmented, there'd be less product on the brush, but that is not true, my friends. So maybe just going in with a heavy hand and then blending it out with a spoolie is the way I'm gonna go for now. I feel like you could go over this with a lighter shade of eyeshadow and blend it out, but then you might have like a lot of product in your brows. So I'm not gonna do that for today. I've been struggling with brow color in general because my hair has been like lightening up the longer I go without getting it redone. So I really don't know what my hair color is anymore. So I really don't know what color to make my brows. If you usually use eyeshadow for your brows, this will give you a very similar look. So just might be a little bit more portable. That's like great for travel instead of taking a whole eyeshadow palette with you and a brush. All right, so for eyeshadow, I realized I didn't really have that many that I haven't used yet, but I did just pick up this by NYX. It's one of their nude matte shadows, which if you haven't tried, they're so good for like really basic everyday looks. And this is in the shade Lap Dance. I literally just peeled the sticker off of this. It's brand new. All their eye products were 25% off at CVS. So of course I had to pick this up. So I got this as like an all over the lid shade to kind of set my eye primer because I heard that helps your eyeshadow to not crease. So I've been using that method a lot lately. But it's looking kind of yellowy peach. So I'm going to use this in my crease as a transition color and we'll see if it actually matches my skin tone or if it's a little darker, because in that case we could almost use it as a crease color. I think that's brightening up my eye. That looks nice. A lot of fallout's coming out on this. The other nude matte shadow I have does not do that. All right, I'm just going to use this all over the lid because it is my skin color. I think I will go back into my glow kit to use some of these as shadows because I'm pretty sure you can. So this top row is not really gonna work as highlighters for me. So let's go with Mimosa in kind of the mid to inner part of my lid and maybe this hard candy, this dark peachy color, more in the outer part of the lid. So here is Mimosa. Ooh, these are gonna give a really nice metallic shine. And then taking more of a creasy brush, I'm going to take hard candy on the outer part of the lid and into a little bit of the crease. This is the Delium Tool 781 Green Bamboo brush, and I have not used this hard candy shade at all. It looks so pretty. It almost has like strange black tints to it. Ooh, it has a really pretty like, Ooh, do you see that? Like a purpley pink duochrome, like all those new ColourPop highlighters that just came out that I really want. This looks like, what is it? Either hippo or monster. That is so pretty. It has like a fuchsia reflect to it. Screw it. This is going all over the crease. It's gonna be a very shimmery look. Glow for days. OMG. That's super pretty and glowy, although it's kind of subtle, so I'm going to go in with a matte crease color just to tone down all the shimmer. So this is my Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, which I don't believe I've talked about on this channel yet lately, but I'm totally obsessed with it. I mean, look at that. So what I've been using for a crease color lately is Almond Truffle up here. It's so pretty. It's really similar to this color Mocha, but it's lighter and more of a taupey, cool toned color. And I'm totally obsessed with it as a crease color. It's really subtle, but gives you definition. So I'm just taking that with a Real Techniques Bold Metals 203 favorite crease blendy brush of life. And these smell amazing. So it kind of gets that weird fakey smell of the highlighters out of my nose. Thank you. So I'm applying that a little above the crease part where I did that second highlighter, although it is blocking it out a tiny bit. I just love this in the crease. It's such a smooth matte. It's so nice. I look like a little bit of a zombie right now, so I'm gonna put stuff on the lower lash line. What do I want to use? I'll take a little bit of this golden color molasses chip, which looks like Half Baked from Urban Decay, on the inner part with just a flat liner brush. And then I may add a little bit of Malted up in this corner, which looks super pretty and shimmery in the pan, but none of that shimmer ever actually shows up when I use it. Ugh. Ooh, this is so pigmented and pretty. The tiniest bit over there. It's very dark, just to give some definition. Obviously, we'll blend that out a little. So I'm playing around with neutral colors in the eyes because I am trying out a new lip product as well, which I'm super excited about. Okay, so to finish off the eyeshadow, I'm taking ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Tassel. This is just like as bright white as you can get. Very shimmery, so much glitter. I've only used this once. So that's a swatch on the back of my hand. I'm going to use this as an inner corner highlight because I feel like it would just be too intense anywhere else, to be honest. I want like the tiniest little brush so this doesn't get everywhere, because otherwise we're going to have a glitter explosion on our hands. That's so pretty. That really, really makes a great inner corner highlight. I kind of bought this as a lid color, but it's so bright for that, so at least it makes a great highlight color. That's really pretty. And then just to highlight under the brows a little bit, I'm going back into my Bonbons palette, and I'm just going to take the color I've been using for an under the brow highlight because it's mostly matte. It has a tiny bit of shimmer to it, which is Divinity down here, which is a warm white cream color. And it's just very subtle, but it does what you want it to do. Makes the brows look a little more defined, gives you a little highlight up there. So for liner, I'm just going to take a tiny bit of black liquid liner on my top lash line. I'm not going to wing it too much. This is just my Maybelline Master Precise in black. Best felt tip liner at the drugstore. I've gone through so many of these. Going to curl my lashes with the e.l.f. eyelash curler. And I'll finish off the eyes with a little bit of Rimmel Volume Colorist Mascara with Lash Tint Complex. Been really into this lately. It's a pretty wet formula, which is something I would normally like, but the brush is a nice small size. So that's it for the eyes. I thought the highlighters would have a little more pigment on the lids since they look so dark in the pan. Maybe they will work as good cheek highlights for me after all because they seem pretty sheer. Nothing too crazy, kind of inspired by some fall brownish golden colors. And then we got that pink duochrome, which is really interesting on the inner corner. And I tried that new eyeshadow as an inner corner highlight, which I am loving. From the viewfinder. It's so glittery, but it's just in one tiny spot, so it's not too over the top. Nothing too crazy or colorful. I've been watching a lot of really crazy, wild makeup tutorials lately, so I do want to do something like that in the future, but I am going to class right now, so we're gonna chill on that for a second. Maybe I will do another one of these with this new camera. It is so much easier for me to do get ready with me's and makeup tutorials, so if you want to see something more crazy, give me ideas down below or let me know you want that. So before I zoom you out for the lips, I'm going to show you the super cute packaging that these two products have. They're both by Charlotte Tilbury, so the packaging is just super glam. This lipstick is a matte box because it's a modern matte finish lipstick, which is awesome. And then the lip liner is a super glossy, pretty, typical Charlotte Tilbury design. The lip liner is her Lip Cheat Reshape and Resize lip liner in the shade Pillow Talk, which I thought these two were kind of a kit, like a Kylie lip kit, and they went together, but I think they're gonna be a little different, but we'll still try it. Packaging is so glam and pretty, pretty rose gold, and this just looks like a really pretty kind of darkish pinky nude color. Super pretty, little peachy toned. Really excited to try this. Charlotte Tilbury herself swears by these and uses them all the time. She says, like, backstage to help your lips look bigger. That's why they're called a lip cheat. You can kind of overdraw. And then the lipstick I'm trying is the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution Luminous Modern Matte Lipstick. Super cute box. It's her Hot Lips, which is an awesome name. These are made in Italy, and it says it's a cashmere cream texture with a soft matte finish enriched with papaya and orchid, and they have a special tip shape to help you really get into the corners of your mouth, and mine is in the shade Secret Salma, inspired by Salma Hayek, which this whole line is named after different women and kind of their signature lip color. Powerful women and stuff like that. So kind of reminds me of my lipstick that empowers women video. Oh my god. Look at this gorgeous rose gold tube. Oh my heart. These go together. These are so pretty. This is gorgeous. Really glam looking too. Very retro girly looking. Let's see what it looks like. I've been so excited for this color. It looked perfect for fall online. Ooh. See, it has that special kind of squared tip to really help you get in there. I almost don't want to swatch it. It's so pretty. Oh, and it has a cute little lip print on it in the front. Oh, it smells heavenly, like vanilla, kind of like a MAC lipstick. So I'm gonna swatch it right under that lip liner. Oh yeah, they'll go together. Those are really pretty. This is more bright and peachy pink swatched. Then in the tube looks more of a mauve, and the description for this online was so funny. It was like, anyone will look hot in this like spicy Latin color, like kind of inspired by Salma. So I'm going to line my lips first. I already have a little bit of chapstick on to make this whole application easier. Whoa, this looks really cool. It's kind of like glowing because this is like my exact lip color. This is so pretty, and it kind of gives you a matte finish. That's a really pretty nude color. You could totally wear that on an everyday basis just by itself. Now I'm gonna top it with this gorgeous lipstick. Oh yeah. Wow, that's really pretty. It's a lot more rosy pink than I was expecting, but really pretty, kind of bright, but still neutral, totally wearable for an everyday basis. I think my eyebrows look a lot less intense now that all my makeup is on, but this is really pretty. Square tip really felt intuitive. It was really easy to use and apply, so I guess this is our final makeup look, guys. Lipstick smells and tastes amazing, and it does have a matte finish, so I really, really like it. Oh, so up my alley. It feels really creamy on the lips too when I rub them together, so let's let our hair down, girl. So this look is super glowy and everyday despite some of the funky eyeshadow things we sort of did. So I'm super happy with the way everything turned out, and I will give you an update on the makeup and how all the products wear throughout the day in a little bit. Hey guys, so I have had everything on for about 5 hours now, and I'm just going to do a little update on how some of the newer products worked for me. So with the cream foundation, I'm just gonna zoom you in. It's gonna be a little gross. First of all, I just had like a full meal. Like I was drinking coffee, I was drinking stuff, and the lip color is still very pigmented. However, it was a little drying, but it still felt creamy at the same time. To me, it felt just like the ColourPop Ultra Satin lips, and I did a whole first impressions on those, and really they are not something I like too much because it's like a really weird sensation. They kind of dry out your lips, but if you rub them together they feel very creamy, so they're kind of uncomfortable in both of those senses, and you can kind of see it settling into my lip lines. I feel like it's really accentuating those. I know I just said I was going to talk about the foundation, but now that I'm on the lips, so I went to class right after I finished getting ready, and I was just so distracted by how like tingly my lips were. it felt like they had like doubled in size. They hadn't, but they felt like they were just swelling up. It felt like I had a lip plumper on. They were like tingling, although I don't think these say anything to do with plumping. But some ingredient in here just did not agree with me. They were tingling. They felt so weird for like an hour. They kind of burned a little bit, and I was tempted to just go to the bathroom and wipe it off, but I didn't, and then it felt fine after that. So for like an hour, it did that. Now it's fine. I really like the color. It's still really pigmented and showing up. So that's my thoughts on those. I did really like it, but I just had that strange reaction. I will continue to try this in the future. I'm not gonna rule it out and be like, no, I'm allergic to it. Like, I'm gonna keep trying it. I can't really say if it was the lipstick or the lip liner, because obviously I was wearing both. But okay, that's just what happened. I'm just reporting back. So for the foundation, you can see it really settled into those 4 lines, like around here a little bit, and everywhere else it looks good. Like, I'm not super shiny in areas I usually get super shiny, so I like that. It's okay for oily skin, but I really do need to just blend these areas back in. And then set with a powder. These have been like my problem areas lately, like with my It Cosmetics CC cream, which I love. Did a whole first impressions video on that. It's like what I've been using every single day lately. It will settle into the same lines, but not as badly. So that was a little weird, but other than that, I really like it. It felt really comfortable. I feel like my skin still looks really good. It gave a decent amount of coverage. I really like it. But to be honest, on an everyday basis, I would use this with a primer, a priming spray, and a setting spray, and I didn't use those today because I wanted to test it out. So you do need a little something. It blends back in fine. It's really creamy. I love this. It's just so simple. It's just easy, and it's nice, and it works. So I do still really like that cream foundation. I definitely think I'm gonna use it tomorrow because it was so fast to apply. I like the way I did it, where I blotted it on with my finger and then blended it in with a damp sponge. The highlighter as eyeshadow is not creasing. I like that. The Pinky Duochrome, I can really only see close up. I don't think you can really see it too much in real life, so that's a little disappointing. I'm excited to try that actually on my cheeks because I know it's not as dark as it looks in the pan. And this tassel color is really, really pretty. It's definitely a big pop. Obviously a lot of glitter going on for everyday use, but you can still get away with it. I can't tell if it was like the glitter in my blush that's kind of falling down my face a little bit, or if it's from that, so I feel like there may be a little glitter fallout going on. The brows I really like. I think they look natural. I think they actually do match my hair, and now that I have the rest of my makeup on, they look good. So I do like that product. If that format seems like something that would work for you, I encourage you to check it out. I think it's a really cool idea, and I really haven't seen other brands do that. So thank you guys so much for getting ready with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'd love to hear your comments down below if you've tried any of these products, or which one was your favorite, what your thoughts are on how everything turned out. Subscribe to join the GLAMBAM fam if you haven't already, and check out my second vlogging channel, which is where I post videos when I travel and go to cool places or events. I will vlog them. Let me know what you think of the background. This is still a work in progress. It looks a little different with the lights on than I thought it would. I don't own an iron, so we're stuck with some creases for now, so I'm working on it. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. 3, 2, 1, bam!